This morning on BFMN, that submersible owned by OceanGate that went missing carrying 5 beloved people now said to have imploded as they're presumed dead. And a federal judge blocked Arkansas's first-in-the-nation ban on gender-affirming care for minors. Hunter Biden was charged with 2 counts relating to him not paying taxes in 2017 and 2018. Another charge having to do with the president's son illegally possessing a weapon. More on that coming up. Staying with Hunter Biden and his paternity-related case right here in Arkansas, the New York Post reports he and London Roberts may have settled on lowering Biden's amount he has to pay in child support by a lot. His court case is still on, though, and a state of emergency declared in Arkansas for all LGBTQIA+ individuals. Lastly, keeping your energy bills down during the hot summer months, we have the tips and tricks you need to know right here on Brookland's fastest morning newscast. BFMN begins right now. As you can tell, it's been a very, very busy news week. We're going to go first to Brookland's forecast. Today, you can expect a high of 92, low of 69. While today is going to be okay, we need to worry about Sunday. Heat indexes could reach all the way up to 105 degrees. Wow. That's all I have to say there. I'm going to be staying inside on Sunday. It's also supposed to have some rain as the cold front's supposed to be moving through on Sunday. So, just an interesting day. We're going to continue with news, though, so let's get right back to that.
Brookland's fastest morning newscast begins right now. I'm Jackson Mitchell.
And we go first to that breaking news out of Boston, Massachusetts, where we learned that submersible owned by OceanGate is said to have been imploded. All 5 of those deeply loved passengers said to have died. An OceanGate-owned piece of equipment known as Titan that takes people down to that Titanic wreckage lost communication to the ground. That's when in international waters, the U.S., British, and Canadian forces began to search for the submersible and to find beloved passengers inside. CEO of OceanGate, Stockton Rush, Hamish Harding, Shahzada Dawood, Solomon Dawood, French explorer and Titanic expert, or Mr. Titanic, P.H. Narjulet. But it took nearly 3 days before the U.S. Coast Guard says they found parts of the submersible nearly 1,600 feet from the Titanic wreckage when they presumed Titan imploded, and that those 5 passengers, CEO of OceanGate Stockton Rush, Hamish Harding, Pakistani businessman Shahzada Dawood, his son Solomon Dawood, and French explorer and Titanic expert P.H. Narjulet had died. Now, a very, very, very sad story there. Brookland News offers their deepest condolences to the families who we can't imagine what they're going through right now. Now, when more information becomes available in this story, you can visit brooklandnews.wordpress.com, where you'll be the first to know right there. Moving on, a federal judge blocks a first-in-the-nation ban on gender-affirming care for minors. U.S. District Judge Jay Moody issued a permanent injunction on the ban. The law would have prohibited all medical professionals in Arkansas from giving any form of gender-affirming care to minors. Moody has a history in Arkansas, as he temporarily blocked a bill in 2021 which prohibited doctors referring patients elsewhere for gender-affirming care. Now, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders issued a statement soon after the ruling saying, quote, "This is not care. It's activists pushing a political agenda at the expense of our kids and subjecting them to permanent and harmful procedures. Only in the far left's woke vision of America is it not appropriate to protect children. We will fight this, and the Attorney General plans to appeal Judge Moody's decision to the 8th Circuit." Now, you can find more information on this whole entire story at brooklandnews.wordpress.com. We're moving on now to Hunter Biden was charged with 2 counts relating to him not paying his taxes, federal income taxes in 2017 and 2018. Another charge having to do with him illegally possessing a weapon. President Joe Biden's son has been charged with failure to pay federal income taxes and illegally possessing a weapon, according to a letter filed in the U.S. District Court in Delaware. The letter says that Hunter Biden will plead guilty to those tax offenses as he continues to try and reach an agreement for the charges regarding him illegally possessing a firearm. Hunter Biden's plea will also include him acknowledging that drug use did contribute in some way to him illegally possessing a weapon, as Republicans are calling this a, quote, sweetheart deal. Now he is expected to appear in court for this case July 26th. We're going to stay with Hunter Biden and talk about his paternity-related case right here in Arkansas. The New York Post reports that Hunter Biden and London Roberts privately settled the child support dispute. The New York Post reports that those child support payments were cut from $20,000 to $5,000, nearly 75% less than before. Although that case is set to continue, simply because it's not over child support, it's over him failing to pay child support and other things. He will have that court date for his trial that is expected to begin on July 24th, just 2 days before he goes into court for illegally possessing a weapon and 2 tax charges. So it's going to be a busy end of July for Hunter Biden. I'm sure he's getting some things ready. We're going to continue to keep you updated on both of those stories at brooklandnews.wordpress.com. Now, a state of emergency has been declared for all LGBTQIA+ individuals right here in the natural state. The Human Rights Campaign, a group that pledges for rights for all people, has issued a state of emergency in Arkansas for all members of the LGBTQIA+ community. Back in March, Senate Bill 199 and Senate Bill 270 were passed, both laws that critics are calling anti-LGBTQ bills. Now, on what those laws are, you can watch the video on my YouTube channel or visit brooklandnews.wordpress.com. Now, I was talking about in the very beginning of the video how hot it's going to get on Sunday, and I'm sure that AC bill is going to continue to rise as we officially are in that summer hot era. So here are those tips and tricks that you need to know.
Well, we all want to be cool and comfortable in our homes during the summer, but of course we have to balance that with the fact that it usually takes more energy to cool your home the hotter it gets. So there are several ways, they're very simple ways that all customers can help maximize their energy efficiency. The first one has to do with your AC filters, and we just encourage all of our customers to make sure that the filters for their air conditioning system are clean and checked and maintained either every month, every few months. It kind of depends on the system you have, but maintaining those air filters is a very cost-efficient way to make sure that your home is being cooled at optimal conditions, basically meaning that those filters are fully operational. Ceiling fans are also a great simple way. Most people have ceiling fans in at least some rooms of their homes, and operating those ceiling fans during the summer months will help to circulate that air. Keeping your blinds and your curtains closed during the day. I love natural light, so this is a hard one for me, but it will keep the heat out and keep the cool air in, if especially during the heat of the day, you keep those blinds and curtains closed. And then the other thing that is really a huge energy saver is your thermostat. So depending on your personal comfort, even raising the temperature in your home 1 degree can mean a cost savings sometimes. But other than that, installing a programmable thermostat or a smart thermostat will allow your energy usage to ebb and flow based on what's going on in your home. So for example, if everyone in your house leaves by 8 in the morning and you're at work and the kids are out at school or during the summer, maybe they're at camps or different things, then it will increase the temperature inside your home during the day, and then about 5 p.m., it will bring it back down and cool that temperature down for when the whole family is home, moving around in the house, cooking dinner, that sort of thing.
Now, you can also seal cracks and holes in your doors as well as windows and ductwork. If you're unable to pay your bill, you can visit brooklandnews.wordpress.com to see some of those programs that are being offered by Entergy and a few other third-party companies that help with you paying your bill. Now watch my video right here on my YouTube channel to learn more tips and tricks and see more of my interview with Heather Kendrick. That's all I have on this Saturday morning. I'm Jackson Mitchell, and you're watching Brookland News. Have a great day.